Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the At Your Request show with Nick Collings. On the phone right now, I have a very special treat for you all. We are talking to the man who was voted by Clubbing Bible Mix Mag as the best DJ of the last 25 years. Now, to call this man a legend is not giving him the respect he deserves. The man is coming back to New Zealand to play at Summadayze on January the 8th, 2010. On the phone line is Mr. Carl Cox. Coxie, as I'm allowed to call him. Good to have you here on Up FM.
Hey, how you doing, guys? It's fantastic to be speaking to you guys, because you know I love that country. Last year, we say last year, I'll say this year, beginning of this year, after I played at Gisborne for Rhythm and Vines, we did a 2-week road trip all over New Zealand, and just absolutely loved it. Where
was your favourite place in New Zealand?
I have to say Queenstown.
Queenstown. Did you spend a fair bit of time there, or did you just sort of just shooting through?
No, we basically we did helicopter rides, we did a shot over jet trip through the river, which was amazing. Did the deluge going down in that was crazy actually. In a cart with no engine and just going through gravity to the other end was just crazy. And also did some great four-wheel driving around some amazing tracks there as well. And also, last but not least, I did a thing called the swing. What was it called now? You jump off the like a bungee, but you jump off it, and it goes a canyon swing, and you just go whee right across the canyon. So I did a few things while I was there, for sure, and I'm going back to do it all over again next year too.
Excellent! It'll be good to have you back. Now, 2009, we're nearing the end of yet another year. How's 2009 been for you?
It's been fantastic, to be honest. I mean, obviously with the financial crisis has hit obviously everything and everybody, and everyone was kind of choosing their parties very carefully of which one they're going to go to. But for me, I've always been consistent by what I've done, and then people, if they've chosen to come to my parties, I'll be giving them as much back as I can possibly, give based on what I do. And every party that I've done this year has just been phenomenal. I mean, I've just come back from a 6-week tour from South America. I'm playing Brazil, Colombia. Was in Lima and Peru, and it's just everywhere, and everyone was just having such a great time, and just basically being really positive this year. I think it's been more than anything else. I think it's all been about that, really.
Speaking of positivity, now for anybody that has ever encountered a Carl Cox DJ set, they know the genuine energy and passion that you do bring. Now, without doubt, 140% every single time. The question has to be asked, though, where does that energy come from? And secondly, does that big monster cheeky smile you always have, does it ever go away?
It doesn't. I'm really at home in front of performing in front of people. It really is, people give me my energy. As soon as I turn up, I don't even have to sometimes play anything. Just as soon as I just turn up in front of the turntables and everyone sees me, they're happy already. So that's my energy. That's kind of like my shot in my bum based on what I have to do next. And I just love being in that position. It's just my office basically, and that's where I perform from, and I just love it. I can't see myself doing anything else that I love more than performing in front of people.
Oh, that's great to hear. Now, earlier this year was the release of your DVD entitled Carl Cox 24/7. Bit of a documentary shot over a 2-year period at many different locations. Give us a bit of background info on the DVD and what's it all about.
Well, this DVD basically is not kind of like a concert-orientated DVD where I'm just kind of like going around all the different countries playing. It's more of an in-depth about my life and who I am as a DJ and a person that kind of grew up with humble beginnings, and you get to see interviews from my mum and my dad and my sisters. I've got 2 sisters and a niece, so they can give you kind of like an insight of what it was like for them experiencing me growing up in the household. And then you got a lot of interviews from my peers like Loca Dice, Josh Wink, Sven Veit and others with their experiences from meeting me and DJing with me and that sort of stuff. Because a lot of this what we do, people don't really see what we do behind the scenes of what we do. I mean, a lot of people see me rock up at a party, okay, and it's all happening, and bang, I'll play my music and there it is. But behind the scenes of it all, there's a lot more else going on. And I try to have some sort of quality of life in some ways, where I'm able to balance what I do as a DJ and have a life. And I do have a family also that I do need to see as well, so, as a part of my life. So the whole DVD is kind of embracing a little bit more about what happens behind who I am as a person.
The man behind the music as such.
Yes.
Excellent. Now, you're a bit of a regular visitor, as you said, to little old New Zealand, and you are indeed back here again soon for the Summadayze Festival in Auckland. Yeah. What are the Summadayze faithful going to get from you this time round?
Well, I'm actually working on a new Carl Cox artist album right now, and basically it's more or less about 85 to 90% there now. So you're going to get to hear a lot of new exclusive tracks from me, and also the vibe of what's been happening in the last year with all the new music that's come out over the last coming months from new producers from Italy and Spain and from Japan. And at the moment, the music is rife with just new sounds, and I'm bringing that whole thing to the table based on where I'm at right now, and it's really good. I'm really pumped by where the music's going, and I'm completely into this kind of pioneering spirit of what happens next with music. So I'm really looking forward to coming and kind of laying down some of the new music. And so, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and go, right, here's a new track from Carl Cox, you should dance to it. I'm just going to play the music, and if everyone's having a really good time, I know I'm on a good path.
Ah, that's good to hear. Which brings me to my next question. Now, in your eyes, who have been the standout producers from you this year? Who's really rocked it for you?
There's a guy called Alan Fitzpatrick. He's been making some really amazing remixes. His own music has been fantastic himself. Another guy called Tom Buddin has been an amazing producer for me this year as well, that I've been picking out a lot of tracks. Locodice also has been making some outstanding music, which he's been really tuning in his sound. Nick Fanciulli, for sure, has been defining his sound over the last couple of years now, and he's been making some really amazing tunes. DJ Yusuf also just been signed some of his music to Cocoon Records, also defining his sound as well. So a few new school and a few old school people, DJs that I know very well, and new ones that I've just now started to experience, are making some excellent sounds right now, and I'm really pleased that it's still evolving into something still fresh and new.
Oh, nice. That's good to hear. Now, you're easily one of the most recognisable people in the dance industry, and friends with the who of that dance scene. But in your opinion, this is a bit of a funny one for you. Who do you think is the most famous person on your cell phone right now?
Most famous person on my cell phone. Yeah, my God!
I'm sure you know a lot of famous people. In your opinion, who would be the most famous on there?
I think that's be Simon Le Bon.
Oh, excellent! Are you a big Duran Duran fan?
Yeah, for sure. And he basically has been to quite a few of my parties in Ibiza, and he wanted to hang out. And if he was performing anywhere, he gave me his phone number. So he's sitting there, Simon Le Bon.
Oh, excellent! Any Duran Duran covers for the Carl Cox remix, perhaps?
Hungry Like a Wolf. I might have a go at that.
Oh, excellent. Now, that's great. Now, out there are people who worship who you are and what you do and wish to grab their own little small slice of what you have achieved so far. What piece of advice do you have for anyone that wants to be the next Carl Cox?
I think the only advice I can really give is basically, if you're going to play the music that you believe in, whether it be dubstep, whether it be drum and bass or progressive or techno or house music or R&B, play it with conviction. Believe in what you're playing. There's a reason for it. You have to love and have the passion for what you do. And if you have that, that basically is the strength that and what gives you what people believe in. And that's what I kind of live my life by more than anything else.
That's the motto. Is that the Carl Cox motto?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, exactly 10 years ago this month, you played the ultimate Millennium Parties in 1999, obviously, crossing the date line, playing first, I think, in Sydney. And then you flew across to Hawaii to DJ your second New Year's on the same day. Now, Coxie, any crazy plans like that this New Year's Eve?
Well, no crazy plans. I mean, I think that was the one and only time I'm going to do that. It was a tough gig to do. I mean, to do 2 New Year's Eves in 2 different countries, acrossing the time zone and going back in time was crazy. But this time round, I'm actually going to go back to Sydney, right back to Bondi Beach, and to do that 10-year anniversary of me playing the Millennium when I did that 10 years ago. But not only that, I have really great support DJs also playing with me, which is Roger Sanchez, and also for the first time in Australia, Danny Tenaglia. It's going to be a big one for New Year's Eve this year in Sydney.
All right. Have you got the midnight set?
I haven't actually. Danny Tenaglia has taken that one.
Ah, excellent.
Expectedly, so I can actually have a few drinks and watch someone else work really hard for a change.
Take it easy. What would be your New Year's tune, you think? I know I'm putting you on the spot there a little bit, but...
Wow, New Year's tune... I couldn't tell you, right, what that's going to be. There's too many really great records out there, and I couldn't tell you. One of these things which I try not to plan, and then when I actually get to play, and then I'll pull that track out and go, right, that's the tune.
Excellent. Now, have there been any old school jams that you've kind of been flicking through the records and gone, oh, I haven't played that in years? Now, I know I've caught a few of your shows. I think previously heard Born Slippy, Age of Love. Are there any little secret weapons that are lurking in the record box this time round?
Yeah, actually, there's a guy called Alex Dias from Brazil, and he's done a remake of Praise You from Fatboy Slim.
Yep.
And it's an amazing mix he's done. It hasn't been commissioned. It's just something that he just threw up. He had the blessing of Norman to do it. Not that it's going to come out or do anything, but I've actually managed to obtain a copy of this track, and every time that I've played it, the hands just go in the air. It's unbelievable, and the whole place is singing it, and I just love it that we're able to bring this record back in such a way that you know, the next generation of people who are dancing into this type of music, this house style of music, that Praise You gets another look in this way. And you know, you never know, it could get a release based on its popularity, but it's still a great record.
Oh, that's excellent to hear. Now, finally, what does Carl Cox want for Christmas?
Probably like my own bed to sleep in. I've just been in all these different hotel rooms, all these different places all around the world. I just think I need some good bloody rest, to be honest with you. That's all I want for Christmas. I don't need much, just something like that. And maybe some pants and socks. That'll do it.
Nice. Some new undies.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be great. Any plans for a holiday? When do you get time off?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I'm actually going to be... after the Summadayze festivals, I will be taking nearly 2 months off, and in between that I will be doing some bike riding, but I will be coming back to New Zealand at the last week in January and the first week in February. So I'm going to be doing the rounds again next year.
Any secret shows there, or are you just strictly on holiday?
It's possible. If I do end up doing a secret show, which is not going to be a secret anymore, it will be at Surreal Club in Queenstown.
Oh, excellent. There you go, Carl Cox. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, and, well, we're going to see you in 2010.
Yep, we're really looking forward to it. Thanks very much.
Excellent. Thanks, Coxie.
Take care.
See you, matey. Oh, look at that. There you go. One of the biggest DJs in the world, Carl Cox. He is coming out here for Summadayze. That is on January the 8th at the Telstra Clear Pacific Event Centre. Tickets are available right now for that one from ticketdirect.co.nz, Real Groovy, Route 66 and DMC. Now, for more information on that Carl Cox DVD, check the website www.carlcox247.com. Stay tuned. This is Up FM.